Hi everyone, it's Mike here. Today I'm going to create a page in my Black Dilutions 8x8 art journal, and I'm just going to do a single page spread. I'm not going to do a double page spread, and I wanted to use a new stencil that I have coming out in the next few weeks. This is called Torn Edges, and as you can see there are 4 decal kind of edge pieces that you can use for creating that torn edge effect, or for creating decorative kind of torn edge borders or decal edge borders. But what's different about this stencil is you get the stencil, obviously that's got the 4 holes in it for adding paint and ink and that kind of stuff, but you're also going to get the 4 pieces that come out of the stencil too. So not only are you getting the stencil, but you're also getting the mask also. And these are really, really useful for creating, like I said, decorative borders or that torn edge kind of look. So you can line up your stencil either that way and add paint, or you can take one of the masks and then grab a pen and then use it to draw a decal edge around the outside of your page, or even the inside of your page if you wanted to. Leave that white and then add colour on the inside of the page. So you've got a lot of variety, and with them having the flat edges you can literally line them up with the edge of your page, and then when you get to the end here either grab another one or just move your stencil along or flip it to create, I'll get that continuation of the line to create those edges. And I wanted to create a kind of simple art journal page, which I like to do in my black journals, and this is for the August mid-month mini mission inspiration. And for the month of August the word is, and I'll put it on the screen now, the word is quiet. So it's going to be a fairly kind of tranquil page. It's not going to have lots of colour, it's just going to be plain black and white, so a monochromatic art journal page with very, very little on it. So I'm going to try and create a kind of quiet effect page just by using black paper and white paint and ink. So that's my plan for this art journal page. I may introduce another stencil into it in a little while, but who knows. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the stencil itself and I'm going to use it to create a decal edge border. And I've got a Signo white rollerball pen, so I'm just going to use the stencil. I'm just using one of the stencil bits, so you can see I've got a nice kind of decal edge, and I can line that up and then continue on with that pattern, providing the pen continues to work. Now I'm not taking it all the way to the edge, so what I can do here is I can now, if I want to, divide this up and create a nice kind of decorative border, stripy border if I want to, and I can add doodle dots in. I can do that all the way around, so I'm going to carry on doing this just on this edge. I'll fast forward so you're not having to sit and watch me do the same thing all, well, for a while because I'm going to just sit and do this, lose myself in the doodles and have a little bit of a quiet time for me while I'm doing it. Okay, so I've created my wonky border using my torn edge stencil. I'm now going to bring in some Dylusions paint, since I'm using my Dylusions journal, and I've got the white linen. I'll just open that paint up. I've got some paint flecks from the lid, and I have a Dina Wakley stencil here. Now I'm just hoping that I've got some masking tape that I can just mask off. Maybe I've got something in here. Ah, there we go. I can just maybe use a post-it note just to create a bit of a mask, because I don't want to go over that one. And I also just need to make sure that this is all dry. So let me just quickly give it a blast with a heat gun and then I'll come straight back. Okay, so the pages are dry now, so I'm just going to put my stencil there. I'm going to load up I think I'm going to need a piece of polypropylene, just a little paint mat, I think. Let's see if I can find one. Got a few over to the side here. That will do, that one there. And I'm just going to load up paint, and then I'm going to just little circles. I'm hoping this is going to work. With patting it down like this, there might be a little bit of texture over the top. Let's just have a look. Yeah, that'll do nicely. Right, so let's put that to one side to dry. There we go. Put the paint away, and then just give that a quick blast. Okay, that paint is now dry, but I think I like the border, so I think I'm going to carry on and do the same thing up at the top, but this time I'm going to use the mask to draw the line. If you're not very confident at the freehand thing, using something like this is a really good way to go, because you can get a really good effect. As soon as we've done the top, let's just swap out and do the bottom too. And then I'll just flip that over and maybe carry on from about there, so you can vary it to whatever degree you want, really. Cool. And then I can carry on with my doodling. So I'll carry on doing that, and I'll be back when I'm done. Okay, so I finished off the doodling to the top and bottom of the pages. I decided to do a cross-hatch kind of effect rather than put doodle dots in there, mainly because I just wanted to do it. That's the whole point. So I've added that crosshatch in just to give it a nice kind of contrast to the sides. So the next thing, I'm going to do some lettering, some hand lettering. I'm going to write out my slogan that I want to use. I'm going to do the bottom bit first. So and then I will fill it in later. Okay, so I'm going to give that a bit of a dry. Now I've done that there. I want to write something more up here, but I've done that there because I wanted to make sure my spacing was right. Okay, so that's now dry. I'm no danger of me smudging it. So now I'm going to just see if I can fit this in nicely here. And then I can go back in at my leisure and just fatten up and then if I want to, I can now start adding more doodly bits. Into the corners. It's one of those really nice kind of styles of art journal page that allows you to go ahead and add onto your art journal page in a kind of organic fashion. Adding in bits wherever you want to. I think that's just about done for that art journal page. I don't need to do a lot. I don't want to do a lot, but what I do want to do is just add a little bit of detail there. And I think I'm done. So all I'm going to do now is I'm actually just going to, in fact, let's bring that black pen back, because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to write my initials in there and then the date or the month. 8/18 I'll do. There you go, and that'll be it. I'd like to say a huge thank you to all of my angels, because without you, these videos would not be possible. Thank you.